Right now, your brain is running on autopilot. In fact, research from Duke University shows that 43% of everything you do each day is a habit, not a conscious choice, a habit. But here's the kicker. Your brain doesn't care if those habits are good or bad. It just wants to conserve energy. And that's where the problem starts. Why can you remember to check your phone 50 times a day, but struggle to remember to drink water? Why does scrolling feel effortless while meditation feels like torture? The answer lies in a tiny region of your brain called the basal ganglia. And once you understand how it works, you can literally rewire your behavior. Today, we're breaking down the actual science of habits, not the fluff, the real neuroscience that explains why change feels so hard and what you can do about it. Every single habit you have follows the same pattern. Scientists call it the habit loop, and it has three components. Cue, routine, reward. The cue is a trigger. It could be a time, a place, an emotion, or even another person. Your brain recognizes this trigger and says, time to run the program. The routine is the behavior itself. Grabbing your phone, biting your nails, going for a run. Whatever action your brain associates with that cue. And the reward? That's the payoff. The hit of dopamine. The relief. The distraction. This is what makes your brain say, let's do that again. A study published in the European Journal of Social Psychology in 2025 tracked 96 people building new habits. They found something fascinating. The stronger the reward signal, the faster the habit formed. But here's what most people miss. The reward doesn't have to be big. It just has to be immediate. That's why your brain loves checking social media more than going to the gym. The gym might have bigger long-term rewards, but social media gives instant dopamine. Let's talk about why bad habits are so sticky. Your brain has a negativity bias. It's wired to remember threats and discomfort more than positive experiences. When you're stressed, anxious, or bored, your brain desperately searches for relief. And bad habits? They're really good at providing quick relief. Smoking, stress eating, doom scrolling. These aren't character flaws. They're your brain's misguided attempt to solve a problem. The problem is they work. Temporarily. Dr. Wendy Wood at USC, one of the leading habit researchers, found that context is everything. Your environment literally programs your behavior. In a 2026 study, researchers found that people who changed their physical environment had a 72% higher success rate in breaking bad habits. Put the cookies where you can't see them. Delete the apps from your phone. Change your route home. Your willpower is limited, but your environment is controllable. Good habits feel hard because they don't provide immediate rewards. Your brain is like, where's my dopamine? And when it doesn't come fast enough, motivation crashes. You probably heard it takes 21 days to form a habit. That's a myth. The real research shows a very different number. The same European study I mentioned earlier found the average time to build a habit was 66 days. But it ranged from 18 days to 254 days. Simple habits like drinking water formed fast. Complex habits like daily exercise took months. The key factor? How big the behavior change was from your current baseline. This is why starting small actually works. Your brain needs to experience success before it commits to the new program. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, calls this the 2-minute rule. Make your new habit so easy it takes less than 2 minutes to start. Don't commit to running 5 miles. Commit to putting on your running shoes. The behavior becomes automatic first. The intensity can increase later. Research from MIT in 2026 found that missing 1 day of a new habit doesn't derail progress. But missing 2 days in a row decreases success rates by 40%. Perfection isn't the goal. Consistency is. Your brain needs repetition, not flawless execution. One mistake is just data. 2 consecutive mistakes become a pattern. Let's get into the neuroscience of dopamine, because this is where it gets really interesting. Dopamine isn't actually about pleasure. It's about anticipation. Your brain releases dopamine when it expects a reward. That's why checking your phone feels good before you even see what's there. It's the possibility that hooks you. Variable rewards hijack this system. Schultz social media, even email. You never know what you'll get, so your brain stays hooked on the next check. Dr. Anna Lemke at Stanford calls this the dopamine deficit state. When you overstimulate your reward system, your baseline drops. Normal activities feel boring. That's why people who quit social media for 30 days report feeling more alive. Their dopamine receptors reset. Suddenly, a walk outside feels rewarding again. The solution isn't to eliminate dopamine. It's to pair it with behaviors you want to keep. This is called temptation bundling. Only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. Only watch that show while folding laundry. Your brain starts associating the reward with the behavior you want. A Stanford study from early 2026 found this technique increased gym attendance by 51% compared to willpower alone. The habit becomes the gateway to pleasure. Breaking a bad habit isn't about stopping. It's about replacing. Your brain doesn't like empty space. It needs a substitute behavior. When you feel the urge to scroll, your brain is actually seeking something. Maybe it's distraction. Maybe it's connection. Maybe it's just stimulation. Find a healthier behavior that satisfies the same need. Bored? Text a friend instead of scrolling. Stressed? Take 5 deep breaths instead of reaching for junk food. The most powerful technique is called implementation intentions. It's a fancy term for a simple idea. If this happens, then I'll do that. If I feel the urge to check my phone at work, then I'll stand up and stretch for 30 seconds. Studies show this simple reframing increases success by 2 to 3 times. Your brain loves clear instructions. Vague goals like be healthier fail. Specific plans like after I brush my teeth, I'll do 10 push-ups succeed. Remember, your habits are running 43% of your life on autopilot. That means changing just a few key habits changes almost half of your existence. If this video gave you even one actionable insight, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe. It tells YouTube to share this with more people who need it. Start with one tiny habit today, not tomorrow. Today, 2 minutes or less. Stack it on something you already do, and watch what happens over the next 66 days. Your brain is plastic. It can change, but only if you give it the right conditions. Clear cues, easy routines, immediate rewards. That's the science of habits. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just running old programs. And now you know exactly how to write new ones.